Om Shanti. All of you can hear me? Ah, Let's begin the class. Coming to the sitting posture. Keep your back neck straight, align. Gently close your eyes. Go into your asana. Observe the alignment. Now, take a deep, prolonged inhalation for the Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel the vibration sensation when you both palm, rub palm. Place on your eye very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm. Gently open up your eyes with a great smile and say, so in previous session we discussed about the mitahar, how one has to have what portion one has to have the meat, then food according to the dosha, according to the position of the cell. Now today we're gonna talk about the elemental composition of the body today. And this topic doesn't matter what problem any has, if they follow these rules and regulation, I think most 50%, I think above the 50% problem would be sorted out. Even you don't need to figure out, okay, it has to be a pit, vat, or kapha personality, like a doctor, Individual treatment you cannot give because 1 month is very short and it's very difficult to learn everything, all the rules and regulations. So, general ideas about any problem. Now, today we're going to learn the most important part, that is elemental composition of the body and the water role, how the water playing important role. That today we're going to discuss about it. So write it down, elemental composition of the body. And if you implement this today, whatever I gonna taught you, believe me, guys, you're gonna bring the tremendous change within you, and you can prevent many diseases. And even if you get the sick, very quickly you can heal yourself. So elemental composition of the body. Above, Prithvi, Agni, Vayu, Akash. 72% above, 12% Prithvi, 4% Agni, 6% Vayu. Write it down and then I'll explain and give the space in everyone. Each word, Apa, Prithvi. So when I gonna elaborate, you can write it down. So once you're done, let me know. Okay. So about 72% is Apa means water. So Apa means water. Water, 72% your body is made of the water. Elemental composition, it means 72% the part of your body is water. Then we have Prithvi, 12%. So 12% there is a earth element in your body. Prithvi means earth. Then we have Agni, 4% element. Your body is form of Agni. Then 6% is Vayu. Agni is like fire. And Vayu, air, 6%. Then Akash, space, 6%. So your body composed of these elemental composition. Okay. So these tattva which are made in your body and give you structure. Same as the outside, the earth, 72% is covered with the water. Then 12% is there's the earth. Then 6% we are using Akash is so vast though, but earth has the only 6% Akash. Then air and then fire 4% and the air 6%. Okay. So outside, whatever outside, same is inside the ratio. Now, through any technique, through any, any method. If you get control over the water element, if you get control over water element, how much portion you can control over your body, how much percentage of your body would be under your control. You can hear me, right?
72%.
72. Exact. 72% is under your control. And 72% you can prevent the disease. Yes or no? If only we are focusing on the water element. Then Prithvi, water, the way you drink the water, whatever liquid you are giving to your body, that water would be playing the role, right? Your blood, all the lubricants, everything is having the water, right? So, water, how you can control, I'll tell the secret, don't worry. I'll talk about it. Then Prithvi is 12%. Second least, first is water, Prithvi, earth. Earth is coming from food, the food which we discussed in the detail, 12%. So 12%, the food play, because Prithvi is growing the food. Everything is grown on the planet, no? The mud on the earth, and that's becoming your food. You are having the, now that food is what earth. So 12%. Then we have Agni. Agni is the fire, which digestion, assimilation, that is, and even the thoughts, your desire, especially the desire, the wanting desire. That desire also coming from the Agni, the lust, the desire, anger is Agni. So some thoughts are coming from the Agni. Your anger, your lust, your greed, these are the Agni. And in body, assimilation of everything, digestion, that is also the Agni in your body. That is fire. Now, Vayu, we talked about mobility within you, that is a Vayu. All the movements, whatever is going to happen in your body, that is Vayu. Then Akash, all the elements when they combine together and molecules, there's a space, your body having the space, right? Space is like emptiness, how the everything is gonna fit. That space is Akash. So these five elements is composing your body. Even in this whole Brahmand, if you taking out the space, I talked about it, right? So the whole cosmos can fit into your fist. That means, so vastness is because of the space, expansion because of the space. So two molecules, when they join together, in between there is a space, right? Each and every cell's having this space. So that is the Akash. Now, we can't do anything about the Akash. So we are leaving it. We cannot control it. It is beyond our control. But rest of the element, we can control it. And very first control you're gonna set through the 72%, that is a water. So water, there's rules, regulation, very secret knowledge I'm gonna share with you guys. Wisely share and use it, right? And try to implement it. If you're gonna implement this rule regulation, believe me, everything, you become better, boss. Your body become better. So 72%, if you want to control over your body, What are the rules? What Ayurveda talks about. So, rules of taking the water. Rules of taking the water. So you can control over it. The vessel, how to take it, how to drink it, what vessel you have to use it, okay, and what time. What is the time of having the water? And how much one should take the water? These questions we can answer. So, first, we're going to talk about how to take the water. Water should be, in ancient time, we drink like water like this, like this. So, water is coming and we are drinking like this. So, lip become wet. Water should be taken sipping, like you have to take very, very small amount. Sip. Either you're taking the liquid, any kind of liquid, this rule would be implemented. You have to taste the water. Mix your saliva with the water and keep in your mouth and then take it. Don't gallop it. If you're galloping the water, you're imbalancing your three dosha. Imbalance, the cause of imbalance in the three dosha, the way of taking the water even. Now, how the person taking the water, that is playing very important role in order to bring the balance in three dosha. And cause of all the problems is what? Imbalance of the three dosha. And named any disease. It can be modern disease or Asian disease, doesn't matter. Even in future, whatever disease would be coming, we don't have the name right now. When it will come, the science will give the name, just like COVID, right? But again, COVID happened because of imbalance of the three dosha. So if you correct the way of taking the water, you can prevent, you can work, boost your immune system. And even if you get sick, you come out without the medicine, without taking the much medicine. So sip the water, take very small, keep in your mouth and taste it. Okay. This is the way of taking all kind of drinks. Then vessel, different types of vessel you should utilize for changing the property of the water. Water has the property, whenever you keep into something, it adopt its nature. Like if you keep the water in mud, clay pot, it become cool. If you are rich, I think even if you have jewelry, so if you're rich and you have gold vessel, the water become hot. It's not like temperature I'm talking about. The quality, the how we say, there's no English word. Just take it as a we called mm, um, उसका जो nature become hot. If you keep in the gold vessel water for 8 and 9 hours, that water as absorb the gold molecules, and when you're taking it, you get the gold. And gold potency is what? Heat. Gold is hot. It's not burning hot like you. Its potency is, the quality of the gold is heat. Okay. Then if you're keeping in the silver, it's cold again. Then copper is neutral. It's balancing in the three dosha. Like for example, pitta cannot have, because pitta already having the heat in their body. So they have to take either the clay pot water or the silver pot water. Are you getting it? The vessel. And if you have vat and kapha, then you should be having it the gold water. Water should be keeping in the gold vessel. And then, so even in whenever you get the high mucus, symptom is cold, infection. So gold water you can take. So keeping 8-9 hours and morning time, little warm water you can take it. So that gold boost your immunity, give you the strength. And even if somebody have mental disorder, mentally sick, disabled, even their nervous system is little bit breakdown, depression, that time also one can, or low BP, that time also one can have gold water. Okay, copper water, keeping again 8-9 hours. Copper become very popular nowadays. Yeah, everybody is having the copper water, but only morning time one should have the copper water. Rest of the day you shouldn't be taking the copper water. Copper property is what? To eliminate the toxin from the body. So early morning in a malasan, one should take the copper water. It improve your, if somebody having iron deficiency, copper water is very beneficial for them. So copper water one should take morning time. Again, you can lukewarm it. You can add the water, warm water into it, hot water, and then take it. Okay. But do not keep the hot water into the copper vessel. Room temperature water, not cold, not hot. Room temperature. When I talked about you should use the vessel, it means room temperature water should be kept in that. Okay. Not hot, not very cold. Ah. So these things one should understand, and it is very beneficial if you just change the vessel. Copper water can be taken by all the time, but continuity, after 3 and 4 months you have to break it. So after 3 months, stop taking the copper water, come to the mud water like clay pot water, and then after 1 month break, again you can continue. So always 3 months continue, then break it, and then again after break of 1 month, continue. Okay, this is the rule. Same with the silver and the gold. Clay pot water whole some in the during the summer time is good. During the winter time, you can change accordingly, right? You can use the gold water. Or if you want to store the water in the vessel, you can use uh, I don't know right now those utensil is not available, but go for the clay pot. You can utilize it, and whenever you are having it, warm it. Little bit lukewarm it and then take it. Don't take direct. During the summer, directly you can take, but during the winter, use that water for cooking or for making tea or make it hot and then have. During the winter, one should have warm water always with lukewarm water. Bath and cough, very hot water can be given to them, but with the lukewarm water, little warm, just not too much warm. So these things, again, some people have the high pitch. So silver coin, like if you're like me, you are not rich. You have silver coin and gold coin. So in that time, same you can utilize it. So silver coin you can put into the clay pot. Same effect you will have with thus keeping the water in the silver pot. And gold coin you can utilize and use your jewelry rather being wearing it. Drink it, okay? So tell your parents, like mom, I told my mom and dad, in marriage they give the jewelry, gold jewelry in India. I don't know about your place. I told them, give me the vessel, no? Gold vessel and silver vessel, so I can eat, I can utilize it. So vessel, if your parents want to give something to you as a token of love, jewelry they are giving to you, tell them, give you the vessel, the what, where you can keep the water and where you can eat the food. Okay, so these bring more nutrition to you. Silver and gold should be go. Your body required silver and gold. Okay, and copper, less copper. So these things you can utilize. Now, other things which you can do, that is the vessel. Then what time one should take the water? Early morning, empty stomach, Usha Pan Kriya. Usha Pan Kriya. Everybody, all kind of personality should practice. Usha Pan, USHAPANA. Usha Pan. Usha Pan Kriya, KRIYA. Usha Pan Kriya. Usha Pan Kriya means empty stomach before brushing. Once you wake up, the first thing which you're gonna do, drinking the copper water and little lukewarm hot water. Everybody has to take either lukewarm or the hot water. Okay, so that water should be given to everybody. At least 2 to 3 glass water one has to take. Okay, so you have to fill your belly with the water. Then do little bit twisting to your belly. Twist your belly. So it's like this much. You was drink in the malasan. Malasan, everybody know, no? Everybody know malasan? Squat position, squatting position. When you sit like this on your leg, you are sitting. Okay, so this position one has to drink morning time. Okay, so position for drinking the water morning time. Sit in that and sip the water, hot water. Take at least 15 to 10 minutes to drink it, 2 3 glass water, and then do twisting. If you're not having the natural cause, if you get the urge, go for it. Then drink it and then do this. Very simple. Not give too much pressure. Okay. In standing position, in sitting position, the way you want. Morning time is very lazy. For me, it's very lazy. I don't want to do much things. So I just get up, drink my water, and do little bit just movement. I don't go for Ashtanga Vinyas. Morning time I cannot. Or I even go for walk. Okay. So if you feel lazy in the morning, that's okay. Drink it, do little bit twist, little bit movement in your body. Then go for your natural cause. It helps you to take it out your waste. It's very helping in constipation, in digestion. Okay. And it improve your Jaఠaragni. It improve your hunger and your metabolic rate would be improved if waste is properly coming out from the body. So this one has to do. Everybody. Doesn't matter what problem you are having. Make it rituals. Okay. Then afterward, so copper water morning time. Then afterward, before having your meal, if you want to lose the weight, if you have obesity, if you want to lose the weight, before 1 hour of your meal, one has to drink again the lukewarm. Okay. Do not take the water during the meal. I have seen people, drinking the water during the meal. So it's a strict rule. Before 1 hour of meal and after 1 hour of the meal, minimum, one has to take the water. During or immediately, you shouldn't be taking. I've seen people take, they're having pasta and pizza, especially pizza, they take cold drinks. So it's very dangerous. Cold drink, it's cold in nature and pizza is hot, and these two deadly combinations. So it's very difficult for your body, your system to absorb the food because of your wrong lifestyle. And then it's increasing the pressure. That's why you get bloating, other things, and make your body start making the toxin. So understand, any kind of liquid should not go with the during the meal. But yes, if you really want to have the milk, if you want to go, you cannot eat. Some people have the habit. So what kind of beverages they can have during the meal? So buttermilk. Buttermilk is very common in India. You can Google it. What is look like? It's made of the yogurt, fresh yogurt. Buttermilk, salty buttermilk can be taken during the meal and improve your digestion. During the meal, before the meal, after the meal, any point of time. Or ginger tea, not milk, ginger herbal tea. Just ginger putting into the hot water with little bit lemon and honey. Okay. So that you can go with it if you want to enjoy the beverage. Herbal tea can be go along with the meal. Hot. Cold beverages, no. Milk, uh, like milk tea is available now. Coffee, no. Only only what goes with what? Only herbal drinks. Okay, herbals means ginger, basil, mint. Okay, these fennel and cinnamon. These herbal teas you can take it. This is the one rule. Then before sleep, one has to take 1.5 glass of water. After sunset, some books, talked about stop even drinking because then it's gonna disturb your sleep. But even if you're thirsty, hot water you can take it, or either you can go for the milk. Milk, I talked about it. During the night time, milk is idle. Before sleeping, you can have the milk. Okay. So water should be consumed in according to these rules, regulation, and it's not like one has to take 6 liter, 8 liter water. Now everybody's talking, oh, drink, drink, drink. Now there's a clock, the watch is coming, which set the reminder to you that drink the water. It shouldn't be like that. Just listen your body signal. You're thirsty, drink. If you don't thirsty, don't drink. Simple. Don't make it complicated. Everything making, we don't have time for drinking. So we set the reminder. What is stupidity? For eating and drinking. When you're hungry, eat. When you feel thirsty, drink. Listen to your body. Don't depend on the equipment and reminder. This is not going to help you. And that is not time whole day you have to drink the water. Everybody has the different kind of thirst. If you're kapha, you feel less thirsty. So according to that, you have to drink. Pith and Vat have more thirst. So accordingly, they have to drink. Are you getting it? You cannot make a general guideline. Okay, it's 8 liter or 6 liter one has to drink, 3 or 4 liter one has to drink. You get more problem by taking too much water. So right amount of the water one should take. Okay, and then you're not forcing yourself, your bladder, to go for pee most of the time. So these are the general rules and regulation. And by implementing 72%, you get the control over your body. And 12% we already talked about it, no? How to eat, how to take the food, everything. So now how much we have control over our body? Do the calculation. 84%. Now 84% we can prevent the disease. Okay. So 84 just by changing or having the things. 84 problems, 84% of the problems you can prevent. It's implemented on all kind of this. So tomorrow onward, we're gonna start the therapy of disease. But I talked about very much in detail. These things should be implemented, and the moment you're implementing, you sorted out 84%. Now you're the doctor. You are become the doctor of your own body. Don't try to implement on another person. Okay, start from yourself. Implement on yourself first. Don't start teaching everybody because we have, oh, now we get all the information. Let's teach everybody. No, they don't gonna listen. Implement on yourself. Do the experiment. So start doing the experiment from now onwards. Change your habit of eating and habit of drinking and see how your body responds. Okay, because most of the problem, I whenever I get sick and everything, I just rely on these things. I start drinking hot water, hot beverages, and like now I got cold and throat infection. I'm not taking any pills. I don't take pills. I usually take the time, rest, and naturally I believe on myself. And naturally, even in COVID situation when I got COVID, I heal naturally. I'm just taking the herbs, kada, and boosting on working on my immune system. That's it. And doing moderation in my diet. That's it. And without medicine, I cured because I know the things that if I control these my habit, I can heal myself. So you can prevent and you can cure many diseases. I did all the experiment on myself and then I'm able to teach you. So it's gonna bring the benefit to you as well. Okay. So let's end the session with the one time move and shut. Come into the sitting posture. Keep your back neck straight, aligned. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel the vibration and sensation. Join your both palms. Rest the palm. Place on your eyes very slowly while looking at your palm. Open up your eyes with a great smile. Your boom. So, bless you guys. Meet you at meditation.